Hello friends, welcome to my channel Go Digit. Today in this video we will learn about an integration between Power Apps and the Business Central. Right. So what we will do, we will create a sample app in the Power App which will not only show us the records of the customer table of the Business Central, but we can create some new data as well via Power App for the Business Central, right? So to make all this happen, what majorly the prerequisite is that we need a Power Apps account, right? And Power App account is not free. So in case you want to create any app for the Power App, you must own your organizational account. Like you have to log in with your work account, organizational account. Otherwise, if you don't want to use that, then I told you the provision last week in my video where we can create a free sandbox environment of the Power App via our normal live.com or outlook.com email IDs, right? So if you want to learn that, you can check that video out, and then you can see this video. So now before I show you how I created this app, I will show you the output of this app. So for example, if I run this, so this is my app, which is basically nothing but a customer list, where in the left portion you can see that I have the list of all the customers which are currently available in my Business Central account. And for example, if I select this, it will show me the data of my 10,000 customer. If I select this, it will show me the record of 20,000. So based on your selection, system changes the data in this right portion. Okay. Now after this, let's say you want to create a new record, so you can click on the plus icon, and let's say I write down the customer number as 80,000 as test user, and let's say some phone number random, and then let's say xyz@gmail.com, like this. Okay, so after this, let's say you are happy with whatever data you have input, you can click on this icon. It will save the record in the Business Central and get you back to the welcome screen. And in case you don't want to do that, you just click on cancel icon. It will not save anything, right? So in our case, let me click on this icon, and now it is saving the record in my Business Central. And now after that, it is like the welcome screen page opens up, because there is no need to be on that same page again, right? In case I want to again create, I can click on plus icon and just click on cross in case you don't want to do that, right? So both the icons, after the work is done, pull you back to the welcome screen, right? So first of all, let's see that this is the user which I created, and now it is a part of this customer list, right? So you can see here that all the new records which you create is now successfully synced here. And in case I want to show you like in the Business Central only, so let me refresh, and now in the Business Central also that 80,000 customer is successfully synced. And let's see that. Okay, so you can see here that 80,000 test user, everything is showing up here, right? So that's how, like, the use of the Power App majorly. If you are a Business Central developer and you want to create some nice looking apps or with some exciting functions in the Power App, you can develop those apps and link that app with the Business Central account, right? So let's see how I developed this. It's a very basic app. So because the thing is, we should now look after the other avenues. If you are an AI developer, our we should be beyond looking, we should look beyond the AL. Okay, and we should now focus towards becoming a Power ERP developer, which is a combination of Power Platform products plus of course the Business Central, right? So let's see how I develop this. So first of all, let me go back to the welcome page, home screen of the Power App. Okay, so let's go here. So this is the home screen. Okay, so you can see here the list of the apps which I own. Okay, so whatever apps you develop, it will be showing up here, or you can click on apps and it will show all your apps there. In case you want to learn the business Power App, how to create apps, so you can see these modules and you can start your learning for the Power App. So let's create our first basic app by clicking on the plus icon. So when you click here, it will show you the some already built templates, like which you can use, or based on like for which you want to create an app. So our first thing is that let's learn about from the first phase, like blank app. I want to create an app from the scratch and then add my data. So click on this plus icon and now it is showing you some templates, like do you want to create a blank canvas app or blank app based on the Dataverse and Power Pages website, right? So the main thing is, or which is very popular among the developers, is the canvas app. So we will create the blank canvas app first. Create. Now it is asking me the name of the app. Let me say like business central customers. Okay, the format, whether like you want to build an app for the tablet or for the phone, based on your option, you can select that and click on create. Now it will create a design for your app, design page, you can say that. Now this is the screen where we will design our app, right? So currently everything is blank, there is nothing like that. And let's create an app. Okay, so this is the screen one, it is currently showing up. What I can do, I can rename it, uh, let's say customer list. Okay, and I want one more screen where we can input the new record. So I can click on this icon and click on blank, and let me rename this as well, edit screen, right? So currently there are two screens in my app, but there is no control being added there. So let's first of all create a look and feel of my welcome screen. So how we can do that, we can click on this insert icon, and let me first add the rectangle. So this will be serve as an header for my app, like this. Okay, then what I want is I want one label inside it which will show me that what exactly this app is. Okay, so let me change the color and the, sorry, okay, so let's change the size of it. Let's say 40 will be good. Okay, and now I can change the label, like the label should be customer list. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, like this. Or you can like if you see here, if you select this control, you can see the property section, where from where also you can change everything, like whatever the text of your label, the font size, font weight, everything you can change from here, right? So like this we can create our header section. One more thing was there in our header when I showed you the tab, and that thing is an icon. So what we can do, I can click on the insert again and select this icons category and click on this plus. Okay, so this is something which I showed you in my app as well, that basically this will help us to open the second screen. Okay, and from where we can add the records, right? You can select this, and again there are some properties here which you can change accordingly, and if whatever changes you want to make, you can change that look and feel of this icon as well. Okay, so now after this, let's add the main parts. So what we can do, first thing is as I showed you that left portion is showing me the list, and the right portion was showing me the records in the display format. So if you click insert, and here you can see that we have this vertical gallery available. Click on this, and automatically this control gets added. Okay, and in case I want this, like, so this is, you can see that the layout is already showing me something, right? Some random things. So this layout is based on this option, which is by default selected, right? In case you want to change something else, you can select the different layouts available, but let's stick to this default one. Right, at the moment I have not done anything, I just added one control. After that, you can see here that it is showing me one property called data source, and currently it is none. So now, because this is a control which will show me the data, and we know that we want this data from the business central only, right? So our data source should be business central. So based on that, what we can do, we can click on this, and now it is showing me this thing, tables and connectors. So basically, connectors is the screen where you have to like, first of all, purchase, or you can add the business central premium connector in the PowerApp environment, right? Like, in case I want to show you, let me duplicate this tab, and then okay, let me go back, and here we can click on create. Sorry, here is the connections tab. So you can see here that in this connections tab, I already have some connections available. So based on this only, first of all, we have to click on new connection and install this connector, Dynamics 365 Business Central Premium Connector, because first of all, we have to install this connector in our PowerApp environment. Then only we can see that what environment details I want to use in my PowerApp environment, right? So first of all, I have already installed this, so I will not install again, and you can see it in the list that it is there. And once you selected connector, you must have to log in with your authorized user ID for the business central. Then only you will it will show you the records based on whatever you want to see in your PowerApp, right? So like this, I already have one, so there is no need to add the connection. But of course, like, first of all, when you select this, now it is asking me that to choose a data set, because we know in the business central there are first of all, multiple environments are available. Like, I have this production environment and the sandbox environment. So let me select my sandbox environment, and now in that sandbox environment, it will show me all those exposed APIs, right, which I can use in the different portals to play with the data of the business central, right? So in case your table, your item, or your product, your page is not showing up here, you know that you have to create an API page for that particular custom table, and then only it will be exposed to the other platforms, right? So our need is that we want this customer. So let's select this, connect, and Now it's there. And as soon as you add the data source, you can see that automatically the list, customer list page is showing me up here the things, right? Name, number, everything is coming up. I have not done anything else. I just added one control and connected control to the data source, right? Now you can see that number, name are coming up, but the image is not coming up. The reason is that this standard API which is exposed for the customer table does not have that field, right, of the image, of the image of the customer image, right? But no worry, like we can select that image control also, and in case I want to add some custom image, I can do so. Click on this, add an image file, and based on this, like I can select on open, and now what it will do, it will add that record of for all my customers. This image has already been added successfully, right? So this is the list control, that how we can create in the Power App. Second thing is that based on this selection, I want that some display form should be there which will show me the more details about this customer. So for that thing, what we can do, we can click on the insert icon and type here display form. Okay, so as soon as you type that, there is an input screen available. Select this, and again I can drag to here, and that's it. Now again you can see that it is asking me that this form is not connected to any data yet, so I have to connect this to the data. So to connect this to the data, let's select the same thing again, and automatically things being added, right? Number, name, city. I think I've selected a different API where those all the fields are not there, but no worry. Okay, it is it will show me only these particular fields, so that is also fine with us, right? So number, name, city, and so on. uh, we can select that, but in case you want to change something, then we can select the connector again and QA, and then let me select a different customer so that it will show me all the other fields as well. Customer, yeah, this is the one which I want. Connect. Yes. Okay, so now you can see, because this API, when it is exposed with the different fields of the customer table, and the previously API page which I use, it does not have all the fields of the customer. So based on that, it will show you the records accordingly. I can change this one also, so that there is no problem in that linkage. All the both the APIs, both the controls having the same API page added, and you can see that all the data is up showing up. Okay, so now you can see that currently this is the list control and this is the display, but display is showing me only the field names, field captions. There is no data inside it. So what our requirement is that whenever I select any record in this control, that particular record only value should show up here. So this means that we have to link this control with this particular control. So to do that, you just have to select this control, second control, and go to this portion. Here we have to select one property called item, and here we have to pass this value to link these two controls. So we know that if I select this is the gallery 1. The name of this control is gallery 1. Okay, so what I want is, I again select this. Here I want gallery 1, whatever record I select there, it should show up in there in my second screen. So there is a function called selected. You have to select that, and as soon as you do that, you can see that data started showing up in my display control. right? So it's super easy that if you want to link your two controls and want that based on the selection of the first control value, the second control will show you the respective record. So we just have to see this property and write down this kind of code, this kind of formula, so that it will link everything successfully, right? So this is the way we can create our welcome screen. Now the another requirement is that based on whenever user click this, it will open this edit screen, right? So first of all, go to the edit screen, and what we want is we want the same kind of thing. So what I can do, I can copy I can copy this rectangle and paste here, and then what I can do, I can copy this label and then also I paste it here, so at least I don't have to repeat the same activity again and again. So you can do copy paste also. Now I want the two icons, so let me click on the icons, and what I want is, first of all, I want a save thing, so let's cancel and change the color of this cancel like this, and the second icon will be the save like this. I can use this time now this one and change the color of it as well. Okay, so like this. Now the second control which I want to add here is the edit screen, right? I want that a user can edit those records. So there is a thing, there's a control called edit form. You can select this, and now it's the same thing that I can adjust this control like this. Okay, and I have to again link this to my API, and as soon as it links successfully, you can see here that data, all the fields are showing up, and also the text input is showing up because of the edit control I selected, right? This is the reason that the form is currently look like this. Okay, so now my second screen is also successfully designed. So go back to your welcome screen, and I know that this is the name, the control name of this thing is form 1. Okay, I want that whenever I click on the plus icon, this form should open up and this screen should open up, right? So what we can do, we can go back to our welcome screen and click on this, and now there is a function here called new form, right? We have to select this, and as soon as you select this, it is asking that the parameter it takes the form which has to set up. So I know that this is the name of my control in the second screen which I want to set up. And of course, after this as well, first of all, it should take us to the second screen. So to take us to the second screen, there is a function called navigate. So this function will take me to the edit screen, and this is the second parameter, is just an animation, so no worry about this. So what the code we have written is that take us to the edit screen and open the new form control, like write this. So this is the only code which we have to write, and it will not only open the second screen with the blank data, but like you can create the new records there as well, right? So this is the way we can design our complete welcome screen page first. Okay, so once this thing is done, let's go back to the edit screen, and we know that here everything is automatically being handled. There is nothing needs to be done. Now only two things we have to do. We have to write the code in these two icons as well, so that it will also work accordingly. So first of all, select this, and we know that based on the selection of this, whatever the data inside it, it should submit that data to the business central or save that thing. So there's a function here called submit form. Okay, and you can see here that again it takes the form. So I know that it should submit the form 1, right? Whatever the data inside this form 1, it should get saved. After that, we can select our control and come back here. There is a property like what should happen on the failure, what should happen on the success, what should happen on the reset, basically accordingly, like that. I know that if I submission is successful, I can select this property on the success of this code which I written here. I want that the app should take me back to my welcome screen, right? So back function will simply take you back to the original page from where you actually navigated to the screen, right? So this is the code which we can write on this control, and it will work only and only whenever the submission is successful, right? Now let's see this icon as well. We know that this means that no need to save anything, right? So there is a function here again, reset form, and it will again take the form parameter. So reset the form and take us back, right? So the two code you can write on the same control. So first it will do this and then it will do this. So nothing more we want from this button, right? So this is how we can create our app, run our app, and like you can run again from there, and just you can see that everything is showing up accordingly, right? Data is changing up. Click on the plus icon, it is taking me to the second screen. If I click on cancel, it is taking me back to the welcome screen. So the same thing, the same output which I showed you earlier in the video. So that's how we can make our apps. Okay, and we can run our apps from here only. Okay, we can edit our apps accordingly, and we can save our apps as well. And once you save that thing, this new app will get show up in your home page. Okay, so it's already saved, so go back, and now if I go to the home, you can see that third app is now showing up. Also, the thing is, if you click on this icon, you can see you can edit the app, play the app, share the app as well, okay, to the teams, okay, to other portals, like based on the email IDs you input there. Then click on the details section in case you want to do that. So here also you can see some things about the details, like who's the owner, description, when it is created, modified, the web link to run directly this, and the QR code as well, right? So that is very important. Again, this version says, so this will show all the respective versions of this app, like how many times you have changed it, when you have changed it accordingly, and then also restoration is possible as well. Right now the warning is coming up because it's only possible to restore the app versions that were created in the last 6 months. So currently I have only one, but otherwise there's a button called restore available. So in case you have multiple versions and you want to roll back some changes which you have done, and you roll back to any of the available versions, you can select that version and click on restore accordingly. And let's see the connections, that this app is connected to the business central, that is why the data gets synced with the business central. If there is any flows are attached to this app, so that list also show up here. So everything, every detail about the tab is available here, right? So this is the way we can create the power apps for the business central in this power app portal. And as you saw that it's like, if you know, if you're a very creative person, if you're an innovative person, based on your creativity you can create very good looking beautiful design in the Power Apps, and so that which will not only make your app elegant, easy to use for your customers, but also because the integration between the Business Central and Power App is so tightly coupled, everything is very smooth, right? So with that note, I want to close this video here, and in case you like this, please hit this like button, and please share this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video.